Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays. My name is Ricardo Hamer. I am so glad you came to join me today. Before we get started, I want to remind you, if this is your first time, please like, subscribe, and click the notification button at the bottom so you'll know all the updated content that I upload. So, what I want to talk to you today about is having a stay ready mindset. What that basically means is being prepared for the unexpected, not waiting for the things to happen to you. The way we do that is three ways. Number one, you want to prepare your mindset. Number two, you want to practice for those things to come. And number three is position yourself to win. Let's start off with the mindset. So, a lot of us are in that reactive mindset, waiting for things to happen. And that's the wrong way to be thinking nowadays, is because if you're in that reactive mindset, you're not ready for the unexpected things to happen, be it finances, health, or whatever. You got to have that mindset to be prepared for the unexpected things. For example, if you're training for a race, you don't wait until the race comes and say, hey, I'm ready for it. That's a reactive mindset because you're not going to succeed. You probably won't even complete the race. So the way to get your mindset right is getting books or studying material or learning from others who are always doing something that is preparing them for success or preparing them for the unexpected things. And that way you are always prepared. So if you're for example, I want to be financially free. I use myself for example. I'm not going to sit here and wait for my finances to come to an end. I'm going to find ways to position myself by reading books or, like I said before, getting to know people who are doing things in investing or doing things that help them get out of debt or doing things that are going to help them create a financial security for their family. So therefore, I am preparing myself for the unexpected, like getting life insurance, getting a trust for my family. These are things that are going to set me for success, and therefore I'm prepared and I have that mindset that I'm not waiting for it to happen. So if something, God forbid, happens to me, my family's taken care of. Number two is practicing for success. So what I mean by that is you want to practice for the unexpected things to happen. You're not going to wait for it to happen. Like I mentioned before, if you're running a race, you're going to go out there and you're going to train weeks or months ahead of time for that race. You're going to practice those techniques or your breathing pattern, your running pattern. It's not going to be easy. So you got to take those baby steps and build upon it. And by doing that, you're always going to be ready. I give you an example. Michael Jordan, when he used to play basketball, he practiced not for his opponent's moves, but for what he messed up on the last time. So he's waiting for those chances to be able, he's not waiting for the opportunity to happen. He prepared himself. So when he practiced every time, he was like, okay, I missed that shot last time. Okay, what can I do to perfect that shot? And then what can I do if my opponent came to me, that I'm ready for the unexpected thing? And by doing so, every time that he played the game, he played at a high level. So if you're practicing, you're always ready for the unexpected. One thing that we do in the military, we have a saying, let's sweat in training so we won't bleed on the battlefield. There's less chances of blood on the battlefield. And what that basically means is we're training or practicing, per se, for those things that may happen. Therefore, we're not waiting for the unexpected to happen. And the last thing I want to talk to you about, the last note is position yourself for success. Going back to what I mentioned before, Michael Jordan making those shots that he missed before, or practicing that way. By practicing, now you position yourself to win. If you and as what I mean by that is, when you position yourself, you're not waiting for the unexpected. You're not waiting for these things to happen or come to you. I give you another example for myself. Being in the military, I've had a somewhat of a successful career. It could be even more successful, but it took me a while to gain this concept. So when I was on a track to become an officer, and I didn't go that route, but I ended up staying enlisted, and I wanted to catapult my career back up and catch up with my peers. So first I was like, oh man, I'm not getting this training. I'm not doing the things that I need to do to be successful. So what I ended up doing was taking classes and doing the things that I seen that would help position me for my next promotion, to the point where when the promotions came available, there was no question that they should select me. I ended up top of the list. And one year, and what really astonishing was, one year I was the bottom of the list. I was second from the bottom. And then the next year I was at the top of the list. I was actually number one on the list. And the reason why was because I did those things that others wouldn't want to do. I took classes, I took trainings. I literally went out there and did what I need to do to be successful. And I didn't wait for it to happen. So I positioned myself to win. So on this Wake Up Wednesday, I want you to think about the things that are going to help you win this week throughout the rest of this year. Number one, like I mentioned before, you want to change your mindset. Start thinking differently. Don't be in a reactive mindset. Be in that proactive mindset. Number two, practice those things that you've been wanting to do to be successful in a career or an environment that the unexpected may happen. And number two, position yourself so that you can win. Do those things that you want to do to help take you to the next level. And that way you're preparing yourself so that when that opportunity comes, you're already ready. That's the way to stay ready. Let's stay ready for the rest of this year. Let's continue to grind forward. Let's continue to wake up every Wednesday and let's go get it. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Until next time, have a blessed day and see you next Wednesday. Wake up. Let's go.